Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down.
Timeout, Georgia.
Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll start this drive firing. The sure hands, it's Wicks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and we're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to run for it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Throughout the week in practice, when you were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Dogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
The play-action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that wasn't an interception.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The inside handoff. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Lacey. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
He'll do it himself. At the 35, he's loose. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers! The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Gibbs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The throw. That's caught. It's Gibbs. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The end of the first quarter with the score, Missouri 7, Georgia 3.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They run the reverse. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And playing defense now in college football, you have to be ready for motions. And wide receivers are becoming more and more part of the game plan of getting them the football, letting them be running backs. You see it even in the NFL some too. Great job by the defense. They were ready for it. They were aware. Now the offense maybe use that as a decoy in the future.
6-9-1, Gators Farm. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. He's got it. On the move at the 30. And he breaks into the open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. New Mexico found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Lobos football. Those folks in University Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Going with the ground game left. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Quarterback will audible. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quick completion on the out. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Georgia going up tempo. From the red zone, looking for a space. They're bringing heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
On second down, looking again to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That's it, fly. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He makes the catch. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Got him downfield. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Missouri 14, Georgia 13.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You've got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. He leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. It's Parker. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl rack.
He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And the Dogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback checking off. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 4 over Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Finds a man in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that end route.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
This offense has a second down play. He'll keep it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, after that big game by the QB on the zone read on an early down in the drive, it'll be interesting to see moving forward if the defensive end stops crashing down so quickly. If he just starts to hesitate to take the quarterback away, that's going to open up the running back for these plays in the future.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
This offense set up with a second and short. He leaves it with his back. Keeps the legs moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Oh, it's a big blown opportunity by the defense to just kill that drive right there. He had a chance to make that interception in the end zone, but he couldn't come up with it.
They'll go to the ground. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Now on the counter. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
And what a big moment in the game and a decision for the head coach, because you're trailing. You need a field goal to take the lead, but you've got 4th and short. Maybe you stay on the field, you bleed some more time off the clock, and think about an easier field goal or even a touchdown.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They'll stop him short, just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Handoff to the lone back. Runs through the tackle. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Trying play action. Buys a little time. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the right. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on first down. The quick out. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was forced to move, forced to escape the pocket, and right away everything fell apart with the accuracy and obviously not on the same page with his wideout.
He'll just keep slinging it. Quickly complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
run the football, a steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wisconsin. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He's going to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point is good.
That makes the score, Georgia.
Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they can get into field goal range. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
You know, and I think they were in nickel package right there. And I like that because you bring an extra DB on the field. Now, is that guy covering? But you can also blitz with him. He can chase down the quarterback and force fourth downs. I love when they bring in the nickel package.
Pocket starts to collapse. He's right on target. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's looking to throw it. Makes a connection. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Grabs it in the middle. Touchdown, Missouri! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth.
Georgia, 23.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibbs. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Georgia Bulldogs will take over. 1st and 10.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll run play action. Here's a throw downfield late. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.